Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Getting women without spending money. Getting women without spending money. Now, yesterday, I was going to do this yesterday, but I said, no, I'm going to be fair. Some dudes with money and status do be on the right side of the relationships, right? But of course, like I said, those guys, they up there in money. And even then, there can be problems. Because trust me, I'm going to just say one word, infidelity. Yeah, they look like they up there, but, you know, a woman can still cheat on them. And also, a lot of times when women get past that mask, they don't like what they say. Like somebody privately asked me about all these celebrity divorces. The women saw past the mask. And I'll just say this. I haven't really talked about it because I'll just say there's things I know that's not in the public sphere. I'll leave it at that. But getting women without money. There's a key to it. There's a one key to getting women without money. In fact, that's what I'm going to call this joint. I'm going to call this the key to getting women without money. You just got to be sexually appealing. That's it. It's not rocket science or anything. You know, seriously. When women run into a guy or see a guy who's sexually appealing, they don't make him work hard. They don't require him to spend money for a date or something. If that dude said, that dude could be homeless. That dude could be homeless. And we heard the term homosexual. If they find him sexually appealing, they'll have him up in their house. I remember I saw this video about this dude. He was homeless and he just messed with some woman just to, you know, just get a good shower. And I know several dudes like that. You know? I know several dudes like that. Yeah, let me pull out this woman's next to me. Yeah, I know several dudes like that. I just know it. Like, when you're on that side of the quote-unquote game, you know these things. And these guys don't be paying shit. These guys don't be paying or talking about how much money they got to spend or even having money. The women see them and the women are sexually turned on by them. In fact, for those who get into choosing signals and stuff, that's the only way you're going to get those choosing signals. You got to be sexy to the woman. Seriously. Like real choosing signals. You got to be sexy to a woman. You can have all the money in the world. That's, if they choose you based off of that, they see you as a lick. But if they see you, they like your body and everything like that, or they think you sexy, you know, by a combination of things, shoot, you can do it. You don't have to spend anything. And you know what? I say this from personal experience. Because I remember, you know, I've been on that money side and I've been on the don't have to spend shit side, right? I remember like late 80s, I would spend all this money taking women to these plays, fancy restaurants and stuff. I'd be good to get a kiss. Or, you know, you're a nice guy, but it was a good thing during that period I had some women that were having sex without me having to do anything for them, but shit. And then when I went through a period where I was just working out, but, you know, I ain't had the money like that. I couldn't do all that stuff. I couldn't get rid of women. In fact, some of the same women who I spent money on, took them out, all that stuff, and they were all platonic, were doing vile things to my body once I hit the gym. And see, that's the point. That's why I always talk about the body game. That's what I always talk about. That's the main thing that turn on a woman. You know, some dudes be thinking, want to think everything else but the body, but this is why I always say, why you gotta think women make it rain on male exotic dancers? And it's shit deeper than that. Shit deeper than that. Women be, that's those guys they be jumping in the shadow world with. You know? Be having written out hotel suites, be a group of women renting out a hotel suite and they'll get about 5 or 6 muscular dudes and shit. And get in there. Yeah. That's probably part of that shadow economy that Cousin T-Tar referred to. Or for those who know the term System D. That's part of System D. But the key to it is, the key to it is the body. See, understand something. Women got sexual needs and stuff. They got sexual desires. Money has nothing to do with sex. If a woman has sex with a man because he got a bunch of money, it's a business thing for her. It's a business thing, and sometimes she'll do just enough, you know. And sometimes that's why you get a lot of these guys who got money, paying everything, providing, and he's sexually frustrated. The woman ain't really turned on by him. And they give him just enough. Getting that starfish sex. Often they have a lot of headaches, be going to bed with granny panties on or something like that, right? Now, that's why I always say, if you get money, get it for yourself. It don't turn on women. It does not turn on women sexually. And in fact, a lot of times, and we've seen this with some celebrities, as soon as they get tired of it, they get to a point, they say, well, you know, I want a divorce, and they still get the money. Then they get that young boy that they really want to have sex with, and boom. In fact, if you ask yourself, like, seriously, anybody who, like, doubt that shit, now I've used the example of male exotic dancers. If you look at gigolos, women pay them. I mean, you get some gigolos making like $400 an hour, and that's basically to have sex. Now legally they'll say something else, but then you got the kept men, you got boy toys. I was told by somebody who traveled in elite circles. He was like, yeah, you get all these women with money and stuff, they get them some boy toys, you know, and it's strictly for sex. Strictly for sex, you know. They'll buy them stuff. In fact, that's why I say you don't have to spend money. If you sexy to a woman, shoot, they'll spend the money on you. They will spend the money on you. They'll buy you clothes and everything. Seriously, just understand that. I mean, that's just the nature of that game. You know? And, you know, the key part is the body, but it's still more, to be honest with you. It's still more. I mean, the body, that's the foundation. That gets them over there, but then you still got to have some sexual charisma. Sexual charisma is different from regular charisma. Basically, you got to be sexually confident, and you got to give off that vibe that you know what you're doing in the bedroom. Because believe it or not, some of those women who will pay for a guy and everything, it's not to dominate them, it's to be dominated. Seriously, it's that deep. Anybody who don't know about that already know you ain't in that world. Because trust me, it is a world. And then you got to definitely have that masculinity. So it's a combination of the physicality and certain personality traits and stuff. Now, a lot of people try to make up all this other stuff, but they ain't in there. They speculating. They on the outside looking within. Because I'm just be real with y'all. That's the world out now. I ain't spending much money on women. Seriously. Only woman who could say I honestly spent money on it, and this is afterwards, after we got married, was my wife. That's the only one, and I ain't had to spend that much money, or really anything, hardly, to get her to begin with. No joke, real talk. And it's indeed a significant amount of women I've dealt with in the past, they made more money than me. And, you know, even going beyond myself, you know, and I'll take a lie detector test on that shit. I don't have time to bullshit. I know what's out there. And then if you actually get out of the house, get out there in the streets, there's a lot of dudes out there that ain't doing anything. You know, shit. That woman doing the work, like I said it before, it's almost a form of pimping. And all the dude had to do was just give her that hot one. Real talk. Real talk. But the key to get there is developing a sex appeal. Everybody work on everything else. One, work on your body, and two, work on your sexual attitude. Because I'm going to tell you what, a big problem out here, though, a really big problem, a lot of dudes got sexual hang-ups or sexually repressed or something. That's really what the issue is. And women can pick up on that shit. That's why I say you can't really lie to a woman. You could try to lie to a woman, right? But, you know, she could take one look at you and tell your sexual energy and stuff by how you walk, talk, how you look at her, how you hold eye contact with her, you know. Okay, where is it coming from? Alright, wait, no, pull to that side. Alright, he coming that way, move out the way, you move out the way. Alright, okay, good. Alright, there you go. Everybody stop. Alright, we good. Yeah, some people don't act like they know what to do. But getting back to what I said, a lot of dudes out here sexually repressed one way or the other. And women pick up on that shit. Women pick up on that shit. And a lot of times when women deal with a guy, if they get in a relationship with him, he might be cool and stuff, but the sex ain't there. And then as soon as that guy come across, he got that body that she likes, the particular type of body she likes. And then he got a good attitude towards sex. Look like he can do something in the bedroom. Got that sexual confidence, and definitely masculine. Definitely masculine. Unless, of course, the woman is very masculine herself. But yeah, even then, they want that. Because even butch lesbians, they'll get with certain guys because the female's still in them no matter how deep it's buried. And they'll want it to come out every now and then. But yeah, and seriously, and you know, I know a lot of people. See, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm peeped, and I gotta say this overall, and when people talking about like getting women and stuff, nobody's talking about actual sex. I peeped that. I was like, damn, you know, nobody really talking about sex. There's a few. I mean, there's a few that'll get in there. Shout out C Boogie. Cousin T-Tall. Got shout out Lucario, if you really look at what he's talking about. But a lot of times people ain't actually talking about sex. But that's the thing. That's because I'm gonna tell you what, if it takes 3 seconds for a woman to decide whether or not she's gonna have you, that's the only thing she can decide. That's the only thing she can see. Do you turn her on sexually? That's it. And did she get a vaginal tingle? And if she get that, once she get that, trust me, they get real aggressive. Because let me break down what arousal does. Arousal moves a woman from an inactive state to an active state. That's when she turned on, that's when she'll approach the guy, or at least put herself in position to be approached by him. Make it like blatantly obvious. But they really the ones doing it, you know, they'll be like doing a lot of stuff, you know. They know they supposed to meet you or see you somewhere, and they showing up in like that tight ass dress or something, you know. And you be like, damn, it's like that woman on a job. Like I was on this job one time. I knew this woman, she was showing some blatant stuff. She came in a miniskirt one time. I was like, damn, you got that motherfucker. You know, they didn't have to spend no money for it with it. You know, seriously, a lot of guys need to get into that sex thing, because that's really. You get that, you shoot. One, you save money. Two, the women, actually, people, like a lot of guys want to know how to control. How can I control these women? Whip it up on her. Real talk. Make sure she get addicted. Once you get addicted, she's very, because I'm gonna tell you what, a big problem with a lot of women out here, they ain't hollering. They ain't giving men that look. So when they run into somebody they even think can give them the look, or who could make them holler, shit, they make it easy. That dude could say, look, I don't have any money, I'm homeless. She said, you can stay here for a while. Shit, I knew one dude didn't have a place. He told me the woman was trying to get that baby. I was like, shit. You know, seriously. I mean, and people got to get into it. In fact, I'm going to be real with you. When I listen to somebody, if they don't talk about, I know, like somebody really on some shit when they got sex in the conversation, like a play, not just getting the women, but sex. That's when I know. And like somebody now, dude could be a player and not really be talking about still be a player, but I'm saying when I know for sure. Seriously. But yeah, if you want to go there, first, look, here's the thing. First thing, just deal with any sexual issues you got. Any men listening, any sexual repression, hang-ups, anything, deal with that first. And then hit the fucking gym, man. Hit the gym. Don't worry about if you don't got no square jaw or shit. You know. When women hollering and stuff, their eyes in the back of their head or their eyes closed or shoot. They screaming too much. They ain't worried about your face. Don't look like a model at that point. Shit, if anything, worry about getting that blood flow to your dick. Seriously. So anyway. Oh yeah. Instagram, YouTube gonna love this one. I'm gonna have to check all those boxes that say, oh yeah, cursing, yeah, like sexuality. But anyway, nah, seriously, real talk though. And seriously, if you that guy and you like, cause getting to that master of the universe stage is hard as fuck. And only a small percentage are there anyway. But you still want to get sex and you still want to have like some measure of control in your relationship with women. Work on your sex appeal. You should be in the gym. Get it as best as possible. Now, does your body have to be perfect or something? Oh yeah, the more perfect it is, the better. But, as long as it got something. Like, really, all you need is just to turn her on just a little bit. And then have that other seduction part, which I don't discuss publicly. So, anyway. You get that together, then know how to, like, raise that little bit. You get that little bit in, like, a really good player. He can pick up on just, if she got just enough, he get in there and just expand it. And then it's like, bow, bow, bow. So anyway, that's all I got, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.